Hello! Thank you for joining me for another video where I start today and end someday. I haven't been finding much. As I have mentioned, it's summer here and it's very hot, so there aren't as many yard sales as there might be in other not so hot places. And today I actually found like 5 or 6 of them. A couple of them were estate sales, so they're actually in the house. The problem is the stuff hasn't been very good, and I think that combined with the fact that I am being pickier means I leave with less. There's definitely things that I see and I'm like, old me would pick this up. Like today there was a yard sale that had a beautiful pair of coached like knee-high leather riding boots, still in the box. It still had the cardboard insert. But I looked at the comps. She wanted $10 for it. I looked at the comps, and the comps were not great. Not for $10. I probably would have bought it for $5. But the comps were not enough. And I have a pair of Coach boots. Not the same, but they're tall, green suede, and I think they're really nice. And I've had them for 2 years, which makes me think that Coach boots is not such a great pickup. And there was a pair of Uggs, and I looked at the comps for that. And I'm like, no, I don't think I want to bring these home, you know, and do all the work for what the comps suggest they are. So, I mean, it's kind of a good thing. I want to be pickier, but I also need to come home with stuff. Well, let's just see. I have 3 items. One is for resale, one is for me, and one I'm on the fence. I'm going to start with that one. So it's Ray Dunn, which I don't normally source to resell. I picked up one other Ray Dunn that's like a wine insulated cup like this, and that was for me. This, I'm not sure. It says Vampire Juice. It's new. I really liked it. It's got good heft. It's nice and heavy, nice and thick. I like that it's black. I like the kind of dark vibe, but I'm not really a fan of vampires. I do not care for vampires. So I'm not sure. I think I can list this for like 18 or 20, and I'm not buying a lot of things that I would only list at that price, but something like this, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, so I'll see. I really don't need it, so even if I could sell it for 18, that's probably a better idea. The other thing I bought, you may have seen this before, it's for my collection. It's a train case. I wasn't going to buy it. They were asking $20, and it was half price day, so it would be $10. And I'm trying to keep them at around $5. But what I really liked about this is it has the keys. I don't think any of my others have the keys. It's in great condition. It's a brand called Imperial, which I don't know if I have this. I do have this color. You know what? I need to take a picture of every one of my train cases, maybe make a couple of collages that I can carry with me on my phone, because I'm not going to stop buying them if they're cheap, but if I could try to eliminate, say, ones that are very similar to what I have. I don't know that I have this brand. And it's in very good condition on the outside. It needs a good wipe down on the inside, but so anyway, half price was 10 and I wasn't going to do it. So I picked up this other item. Let's see the other item. This one I picked up to sell. It's a Forecaster of Boston Made in USA coat. It's a really pretty color. And what are you going to call this color? Teal. It's got the toggle, which I really like. It's in very good condition. It's got a little bit of the, the mothy spots. Like there's one there, and that was the only one I could find. All the clothes were $5, and then it was half price. Now, normally they charge more for jackets. They charge more for Chicos. I know this company. They had some Chicos there, which I won't pick up, but I'm just mentioning. It wasn't priced up, and everything was $5. That was clothes. And when I went, so I was like, yeah, I'll go up there, and he'll say, oh no, not the coats. But I went, and he goes, oh, I'll do $2. We're just trying to get rid of everything right now. So I said, well, let me ask you, since you're trying to get rid of things, there's a train case in the garage. Can you do any better than that? So he said $10 for both, and I was like, sold. Because, you know, it's not hard to sell me on a train case. So that is what I have. And I think this might be my third one of this color. Now I have a project in mind of making a train case collage. I don't have the time for it, but that would be fun. But they're all over the place, so it's not that easy because I have to pull them out of piles. Anyway, so that's it for right now. I'm going to try to do this without the fan because it's really loud. Anyway, okay. So I went to 2 thrift stores today, and actually I went to 3 places. I went to Indie Clover and didn't find anything. I would not go out of my way to go there, but I was getting a smog check nearby. Anyway, I had a 50% off coupon from Savers. This is the second time they've emailed me that, and it's great because our Savers is 50% off every Monday, and I can't go on Mondays. So this way I get to do a 50% off sale, and it's when nobody else is doing it. I've tried to use it twice and couldn't find a single thing in 2 different stores. It expires on Sunday, and I was out for the smog checks. I'm like, well, let me swing by and see what I can do. And I did pick up some things. Nothing thrilling, but I've got some stuff. My death pile is running low. I am going to have a bins trip scheduled. That video will actually probably already be out by the time you see this. So these are, I was surprised by these. They're Chacos. I don't think I've ever seen Chacos in this almost, you know, Boston clog style. The tread is really good. The bottom's really good. There is there? It doesn't appear to be heel drag. The suede isn't in amazing shape, but it's not bad. And they, you know, I would not have paid full price for these for sure. We do pay tax at Savers because it is a for-profit store. We don't pay tax at Goodwill or Salvation Army because those are theoretically not for profit. They are for their programs and to ensure their CEO makes way more money than any one person can spend. Okay, next item. These are, I don't know if this was, I did look up comps quickly. These are Duluth and they're overalls. And I will say the asking price for Duluth overalls on Poshmark is very high. The getting price, not so high. But I did see a pair like this that sold for, I think around $55. And I just really liked them. They're a very sturdy jean. They have see how the knee comes out so that when you say squat or bend, there's room for your knees. It doesn't get tight there. What is that called? If I can figure that out before I release this video, and I believe that I can, then I will put it down here. If I can just explain it, or maybe I'll just show a picture to AI and see what AI has to tell me about it. Anyway, they are a size 14 regular. It wasn't until I was in the car that I was like, well, wait a minute. I got them in the women's section, but 14 regular, could that be a kid size? But they look too big to be a kid size. Because if it was a kid size, then it would have been a giant mistake. Because I am not in the kids business. Yeah, there's nothing kids-like about them. And it just says Duluth. It doesn't say Duluth Trading Company. Assuming it's the same thing. And then I picked up a dress. I do like to sell dresses. This is a style I like. Even though I have several of this style sitting, I still can't resist it. I think part of the problem, and it's going to be with this, is I have smaller sizes. Rockabilly. I just feel like a lot of people that wear rockabilly, and I've said this before, are larger. But I liked it. I did see one of these sold for $55. I just wish it wasn't a size small, and it is a Hell Bunny Vixen. And I like the name, Hell Bunny. Anything with hell or bunny is cute. And, I mean, even at half price, I'm kind of paying up for this. But I need some inventory. I like it. It'll sit, but I think it'll sell. And then I went to the Salvation Army. they were having a sale Friday and Saturday, all closed $2.99. They do their sales on Fridays and Saturdays because they're closed on Sunday, which is kind of a pain because a sale like that, I would like to be there when the doors open. But, you know, I work half a day on Friday and then I have to get my smog check. And then I went to Savers. But what happened was, I thought it was last weekend I went and I didn't shop a lot, but I wandered through and I was like, there's nothing here I want. I might not even bother going to the Salvation Army. But of course, once I was out and driving around, I'm like, well, it doesn't hurt to go. So I did pick up, I think, 3 things. I had picked up more, but I put them back and I'm really evolving. I even didn't pick up a hoodie or what's it, a quarter zip that said Canada on it. So that's something. Okay. I really like this. I didn't look this up because I really like it. It is also Duluth. So Duluth by Duluth Trading. So it's a shacket with a hood. So, you know, the hood is like a sweatshirt material. The inside is plaid flannel. It snaps closed. I'm smelling it. You know how Goodwill has a certain smell, which I feel like is a spray they use to, you know, make sure there isn't bugs and stuff. And I don't mind that smell because I guess it has a good connection for me. So I don't mind the smell. But anyway, this has a similar smell, not a bad smell, but not the same smell. So I wonder if I'm able to just pick up a piece of clothing and tell you which thrift store it came from. That'd be a special talent. That would be of absolutely no use. Anyway, snap front. It's like that cotton canvas, nice olive green. All that's missing is the drawstring for the hood. And I have a bag full of that kind of thing, so I can replace it if I choose to. And remember, everything was $2.99. That's actually my favorite thing that I got, I think. This is definitely speculative, but I saw a few good comps and they're in amazing condition. Abercrombie & Fitch, the 90s straight ultra high rise in a size 28 or a 6 short. I think that's 6 short. It's 6 with a tiny little S next to it. They're in excellent condition. Nice heavyweight jean, no stretch. I suspect these are not a blend. Let's see. 99% cotton. Okay, so maybe they do have a tiny bit of stretch. Yeah, 1% elastane. Huh. Just enough so that they don't seem like stretch jeans, but they'll be more comfortable, I suppose. And then something I don't always pick up, but I sometimes do well with it, and it is Calvin Klein, and it's a dress. So I won't pick up a smaller size in Calvin Klein dresses, but I have had some good Calvin Klein dress sales, and I love this style. It's like a business suit dress. Button down front, very tailored, this nice belt, cap sleeve, very pretty, and it's a size 10, fully lined. I think I should be able to sell this. As with every Calvin Klein dress, it could sit for a bit, but I believe it will sell. So that's what I've gotten, and hopefully, I don't know, I don't see any yard sales for tomorrow, but we'll see what happens in the morning. I'll check my app. And then so I don't know when this will go out. All right. Okay, we'll make this the final part of this video. We'll keep it short. It's still, you know, way too hot to go yard sailing, but I was going to a friend's house. She wanted to start doing Poshmark Lives, and I said I would come over and help her, you know, do her first one, even though I haven't done them, but I just figured, you know, the two of us could figure it out, and we did. Anyway, she lives very far, and there was a yard sale that one of my Facebook friends had posted. She's like animal rescue, mainly cats. And so she was doing this yard sale, and she's far, but I figured, well, it's, you know, I can make it that yard sale is on the way to the other friend, and I went. It's a first. I actually gave them more money than they asked. I got 5 pieces and I was okay with that, but then I see that one of them is peeling and I'm not going to be able to list it. So it's a high cost of goods, but it is a good thing because she does it all by herself. She has several colonies of feral cats that she feeds. She rescues them. I mean, these people are amazing. I don't know how they do it. So I knew that I was going to buy something one way or the other. So if I make a low amount of profit, at least, it went to a good cause and it didn't really cost me anything. So the first item, which unfortunately I can't sell, is this handbag. The brand is Urban Originals, which I was not familiar with, but I saw a bunch of listings. Some of them had low comps and some of them had better comps. And I don't know, I thought I saw some listed on Free People. And I thought the style would be good. But like I said, there's peeling. This is why I generally don't buy faux leather, because that will happen. If not before I sell it eventually. And I just don't think the quality is good. It's nice inside, like everything's really nice. I wonder if I could like coat it with glue or something to keep it from getting worse, and then at least it could be usable instead of having to throw it in the trash. I could use it. I'm not really a long fringe bag person, so and then I got another one of the same brand, which would appeal to the same person, I think. And this one does not have peeling. Again, Urban Originals, designed in Australia. Like, do I care where the person sitting at a drawing board is located? But I guess it just sounds better than made in China. And this one is also big and fringy. It's a tote bag. And this appears to be in perfect condition. It's very clean, like they never used it. So hopefully I can make a few bucks on that. And then the final handbag is this one. It's kind of a taupey pink, I would say. And this feels good. It's hobo, so it should be pretty good. And I know hobo can do okay. This is for your keys, I guess. And this is just the pull. Adjustable. Feels very good. So. And then I got 2 pair of sneakers. I'm not sure about these, but they were in such good condition I bought them anyway. These are Asics. This black Asics. Very clean. They had both these pair of sneakers were in a bag with like some Skechers, and neither one had an insole, but there were also some loose insoles. So I took this pair, which actually says Brooks, but there were no Brooks in there, so I didn't feel bad about taking them. And they are the right size. And I put them in there. And these are a men's 11. Synthetic fiber upper. It's got like kind of that webbing. I like Asics. They're one of my favorites. If this was my size, I might keep them. And then I got one last pair. These were missing the insoles also, but the ones that were in the bag did belong to it. They are On Clouds. Honestly wasn't sure. I've never sourced On Clouds, and I wasn't sure, like, is that actually On Cloud, or is this like a knockoff On Cloud? But they are On Cloud, and this says On Cloud too. Swiss Engineering. They're really light, and these are a size men's 11 as well. So hopefully between the 4 sellable things, I will be able to make my money back and make a bit of a profit. And then the cats got stuff. So basically it's a win-win, except that I just, want to like hit myself when I buy something that I haven't looked at carefully and turns out to be worthless. So anyway, that is it for now. And I don't know what my next sourcing adventure is, but I'll be back. Mark my words.